Please welcome NMPA President and CEO, David Israelite.
The NMPA Industry Legacy Award is in recognition of an individual who has made a significant contribution to the songwriting and publishing industry. It is a special honor to give this year's award to someone who has been a close, personal friend for more than 20 years, RIAA Chairman and CEO, Mitch Glazier. This is the first time the publishing industry's Legacy Award is being presented to a record label executive. For most of the music industry's history, this would have been highly controversial. Today, it is deserved. Mitch has worked tirelessly to improve the music industry, and not just for record labels and artists, but for songwriters and music publishers as well. Because Mitch understands what we know, that while there may be two separate and distinct copyrights in music, there is so much more that binds us together than separates our interests. Mitch was one of the first to embrace the one music philosophy, that the two sides of the music industry should work to increase the overall value of music, but never at the expense of the other. Mitch was a leader in changing the old culture that believed that record labels would benefit somehow if songwriters and music publishers got less from digital music services. He led the efforts to resolve decades-old unmatched money from the sale of physical products, establishing best practices for better matching, and was the catalyst in the recent CRB settlement that saw record labels agree to historic increases in the prices paid for vinyl and CDs. Mitch was also instrumental in helping pass the Music Modernization Act in 2018, resulting in Congress passing the most consequential music legislation in more than a generation, and by a unanimous vote. Mitch and I believe so strongly in working together that I am proud to announce tonight that starting this fall, Mitch and I will be co-teaching a new class at the NYU Steinhardt School, Advanced Topics in Recorded Music and Music Publishing. Please join me in congratulating Mitch Glazier.
Wow, thank you so much, David. This is especially meaningful to me because it does represent that partnership that David and I have been able to forge along with so many other leaders on all sides of the music industry over the past few years. And I want to give a special thanks to David and Michelle Lewis of Sona, Richard Burgess of A2IM, Harvey Mason Jr. of the Recording Academy, Bart Herbison of the Nashville Songwriters Association, so many leaders in the music industry who have come together because we all know that unless the entire industry is secure, no one in the industry is secure, and we have to do it together. So thank you so much for that. We've got a lot to fight for going forward. Everybody's talking about sophisticated generative artificial intelligence. I just want to say one little thing about that. Recently, my wife and I, my wife Carly, who's here with me tonight, thank you for coming, baby. We went to the graduation ceremony at Berklee College of Music in Boston because our son Grant is graduating. He's a songwriting major, so we have a very direct love for songwriters. And thank you. Give him a job. No, he's fine. He's fine. But at the graduation ceremony, the student speaker who was chosen to speak on behalf of the class, his name is Nick Kitsopoulos, he said something about AI that really stuck with me. He was comparing it to Berklee's motto, which is to be rather than to seem. In other words, to be your authentic self, to be an artist who makes art that represents your being and not to pretend or to seem to be someone that you're not. And he compared that and applied it to artificial intelligence and remarked that it can only seem, it can't be. It can never replace that humanity that is at the crux of our industry and our culture. It seemed to me, in his words, that he was exactly right, that artificial intelligence might be able to capture some of the glamour of music, but it can never capture the beauty, the true art that only songwriters and artists can bring to the world. And so it's that beauty that we're going to continue to fight for together. And I promise you that we will forge more partnerships to make sure that whatever opportunities and challenges come our way, we will fight together as one industry to protect the rights of artists and songwriters. And if we can do that, it will be a great legacy indeed. Thank you so much. I'm humbled and honored to receive this and so grateful.